At the feet of the Master. As mentioned before, I reached the feet of the Master on 3rd June 1922 to receive transmission from him for the first time. As the effect of it, I felt that I had moved up to a level where the surroundings were very much different from those of the external atmosphere. This feeling persisted and I remained in that condition for several days. I started meditation not on divine light as is prescribed in Sri Ramchandra Mission, but on my master's form, seeing him in my heart. This was quite spontaneous and automatic, and I went on with it. I sincerely took up the method of meditation after I passed through the SSLC and matriculation examination. Within these 6 months, I saw in meditation that the whole of my heart was filled with soothing light, and a plant full of light was emitting forth light from all its branches and leaves. I continued practice. 6 months later, I noticed a peculiar thing in my heart, that my heart was reciting the word Om. This we call Ajapa. How does it start? If the Master infuses it with his divine power, it starts immediately. If it is left to the Abbasi, it gives a shaking to the heart twice or thrice when it starts. It also starts throughout the particles of the body, which we call Anhat. Some people have practiced Ajapa by reciting mantras repeatedly in the heart. It is artificial. If the practice of reciting is given up for some time, Ajapa is gone. Introduction of the true state of Ajapa is possible only if the Master has the power of transmission. Transmission is the only thing which takes the Abbasi to the higher regions. Self-effort fails after reaching some region, because as you go up, you come in contact with the subtle force of divinity, and it pushes the Abbasi down because he cannot get at it. There the Master of high caliber, who has command over the regions, is needed. When Ajapa started, I was so proud of it that I said to my Master, I got Ajapa now. When it gets a toy, a baby is very happy. As he grows old, happiness also travels on. Similar was the case with me. When my Master had given me the knowledge, I came to know that I have to swim the unfathomable ocean. In 1924, I felt an ubiquitous force present in every animate and inanimate object and particle. I was drowned in the sea of wonder. I felt God pervading everything like broad daylight. These things are but a grain of divinity in comparison to the higher states. A man should never be satisfied at any stage he comes across, because on and on is the voice of experience. The things went on, and I entered region after region by His grace. During the summer vacation, I started playing cards, devoting 4 or 5 hours a day to it. It continued for a week or so. The result was that during my time in bed, I used to remember playing cards instead of thinking of my Master. As had been my practice, my Master told me in a dream, you should give up playing cards. Since that time till today, I have not played cards at all. During meditation, another change in my inner feeling was that the idea of God seemed to be lost to me, yielding place to that of my Master, and Master alone. To me, there was no God but my Master. I went on with it regardless of all other things, till I reached the level expressed by my Master in the following words, in a dream when he left the mortal frame. I became thee, and thou I. Now none can say that I am other than thee or that thou art other than me. It was a very happy day indeed when at Fatehgarh, where my master used to hold the annual spiritual gathering or Bhandara, I suddenly experienced by Master's grace a state of absorption in Brahman similar to his own. It repeated itself 3 times. I felt convinced that it was the real state which I must achieve. Since then, I began to adjust myself to bring about the real state. It was not a mere conception that I was in that state, but something real started to awaken in me. I went on doing all that silently without telling it even to my master. The master's remembrance arose in me the very day he had transmitted to me for the first time. So I was continuing it with 3 things together: constant remembrance of the master, adjusting myself to bring about that condition of absorption or layavastha which my master had, and reading the experience what was happening in the region I was in at that time. As I said before, I started meditation upon his form within my heart. In the beginning, the form remains in view, but after some time the vision begins to fade away, till only a reflection or akar remains. This too melts away after some time, and only an idea of it remains. Besides this, I used to meditate upon his complete form placed before me. The subsequent stages involved in the process are also similar. After some practice, the form grows subtler and subsequently begins to fade away, leaving in its place a mere idea of it. When that too disappears, the Abbasi should take it as a mere supposition that is there. Later on, when that supposition too vanishes, there comes the second stage. But this must come naturally and automatically, and not by willed effort to create this condition. At this stage, the Abbasi begins to feel himself as the master. If he is sensitive enough, he then begins to feel that all parts of his body, limbs, etc., are those of the master. Here again, I shall repeat the same warning that this must also develop naturally and automatically, and not by willed effort. If the Abbasi goes along in the correct manner, the body idea will soon begin to vanish. He will begin to feel that the body is neither his nor of the master, but still he should have the idea that his body is that of the master. When that idea vanishes, he should suppose that he is the master. In the end, when the supposition also fades away, the process will bring itself to the third stage, that is the soul within the master. This will complete all steps automatically, after which there remains neither the idea of the body nor of the soul. He is nowhere now, and the task is practically over. When I was in this last state of meditation on soul, I was asked by my master in a dream to meditate on the soul itself, and he told me the process, also which was as below. Lie down straight upon the bed without movement and meditate upon soul for some time. I did it for a full month, taking leave from the office in order to devote maximum time to it. It was all due to the grace of my master, and master alone, that this process came to my mind automatically, each step itself giving a clue to the next step. Of course, my master never asked anybody to meditate upon his form, and I am proud that I was the only person who adopted this process, though there were many others who used to have his remembrance off and on. After completing this entire process, I thought of bringing into effect the negation of negation, and had started doing it while Master's grace showered on me in torrents. Soon afterwards, my master revealed to me that he would have taken some more time, but since I had started the last process, he was compelled to allot work to me. Otherwise, it would not have been possible for me to train others. This will come later on. During my abhyas or practice, I felt a strange experience that everything in the world, even the bricks and stones, leaves and flowers, were radiating the force of divinity all over. And liking and devotion were so great that I wanted to embrace even thistles in love. It lasted for about a week or so. Then another thing opened which I have dealt with mostly in my book Towards Infinity. Many other things followed about which I informed my master from time to time through letters. He also replied to a few letters. On the morning of the 15th August 1931, I found an utmost force or power, both within and outside me, which my inner voice assured me had been bestowed by my master. My master has gone into the state of Mahasamadhi on the night of the 14th August 1931, but I had not known about it yet. This was the usual system of transfer of power adopted by saints of caliber. It was in fact the merging of the master into me. When I came back from my office in the evening, my cousin sister informed me about this sad news of the passing of my master. It came as a terrible shock to me, and the impression of the shock lasted for years, and it is still there, in a somewhat reduced state. I took leave from the office to go to the condolence, but I developed diarrhea, and the whole leave period was spent in sickness, which was ultimately pronounced to be cholera. The diarrhea lasted for several months afterwards. After recovery from cholera, I saw him one day in a dream at about 7 in the morning. He asked me, "What is the condition of diarrhea?" I said, "It is continuing." He said that I should give up allopathic treatment. I left it from that very time. He then asked me, "What is your spiritual condition?" I said, "This you know best." I meant to say that it was his responsibility. He said, "Is it so?" I said, "Yes, my lord." He then gave me a jerk of transmission. I found that the whole of my body, from top to toe, was filled with spiritual force. When he gave the second jerk, my heart was about to burst, and I felt extreme pain in the heart. A third jerk would have ended my life, but for this very purpose, rishis of yore practiced penance in the forest for several years, sacrificing everything at the altar of spirituality. So it was not proper on my part to have requested him to stop the transmission. I had been to master for this very object at that time. I was gaining it for no price. I expressed myself in another way. I said, "Oh master, I do not care if I die." When he heard it, he was almost startled and stopped the transmission. Now I relate here the effect of the transmission. I found that for several days he was seated in every pore of my being and in every particle of my body. It continued for some time. This is a highly developed stage which the saints crave for. It shows the full absorbency in the master. I used to write my condition to my master, but I did not keep copies. When he ordered his disciples to record their spiritual condition in a diary, I started keeping a copy of it also, which will follow now.